What if everything changed tomorrow? Would your family be financially secure?
Tomorrow starts with what you do today. Hey. Every hustle, every prayer, every sacrifice.
Or would they be left struggling? Most people work their entire lives to build a future, but few stop to ask one simple question: is my future really protected?
Build your future now before you.
As you all know, we have had a lot of deaths in our community. There are some families that can afford. There are some families that cannot afford.
The treasure money can buy.
Join us on this powerful episode of the Bollietv podcast as we sit down with retired registered nurse, wealth strategist, and broker, Miss Angie Page.
Let me educate the audience on life insurance. We already been talking a little bit about life insurance, but there are 4 types of life insurance. The first 2 we know about. That's the most popular one. And then the last 2, unfortunately, is not in our community.
Discover why true financial wellness goes beyond saving money, why life insurance without living benefits could leave you unprotected when you need it most, and how one decision today could protect your health, your wealth, and your family's future. This isn't just another conversation about insurance, it's about protecting your income, your lifestyle, and your legacy. You don't want to miss this life-changing discussion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Bollietv, your number 1 online TV station in Arizona. Today, we bring you a very powerful episode on Bollietv Media, where we don't just have conversation. We ask questions that could change your life. Today, we are tackling a topic that will affect every family, but it's too often ignored until it's too late. If strategy, illness, or the unexpected knock on your door today, will your family financially be secure or left struggling? These are some of the things you'll be hearing in our discussion today. Does your family life insurance protect you while you are alive, or only after you are gone? This is more than a conversation about insurance. It is a conversation about protecting your health, your wealth, your family, and your legacy. So I want you to really stay with us today, because what you're about to hear today, it could be one of the most important financial decisions you will ever make, my people. Today, I have my dynamic guest here. I brought her today. As you all know, we have had a lot of deaths in our community. There are some families that can afford. There are some families that cannot afford. Some may have gotten GoFundMe, and some may not have gotten some. Sometimes we all here purchase life insurance. We all here want to get into financial health, but sometimes we don't even know the right way. We just go by what people tell us. So today, I brought somebody on the show for our community and anybody else that will be watching around the world. We will dive into this conversation, so I want you to not go anywhere. Sit here, listen to this conversation and what we're about to say, because it may be beneficiary to you. How are you doing today, my sister?
Hello, Mr. Bolly. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you too for accepting to come on Bollietv today. This is a conversation and an interview that I've been long overdue. And I'm glad that you accepted this to come on the show today so that you can give us some of your education and your knowledge in this particular thing. First, I will allow you to introduce yourself to our audience, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. You could have been doing something else, but you're here educating the community, making it possible for me to be here to educate my community. I really take it highly, and I really, really appreciate you for that.
You're welcome.
So everyone, hello. My name is Angeline Page. I am a retired nurse. I'm also a licensed financial professional. I am a broker, and I'm a certified life coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So today, my people, like I said, I'd like for my audience to follow as we do this discussion. First, we'll be going to a little history about the journey from our sister here, our guest, Miss Angie Page, where she will give a little history about herself, because she was a retired nurse and then now to wealth strategist and broker. So she will tell a little bit about herself. And then we'll talk about her journey, the financial awareness, and then the mission and impact. Because you got to start from somewhere now. And not only that, we will also be discussing if something happened to you today, will your family struggle or still secure? My people, we will be discussing it. She will be telling us things that we can do. Where on that we'll be talking about the reality check, protecting your family, and building a lasting legacy. We'll be talking about all that today. So the conversation, you don't want to go anywhere, because it will be sweet and to the point. And then, of course, it will get interesting. What happens if you have life insurance, but no living benefit? Because some people they have life insurance, but then they don't have living benefit. So we'll be knowing the difference to this. We'll bring everything that, because I say I want to know plenty here. Because all once upon a time, I signed up for life insurance before, we get in, so everything there. And then we'll deeper. We'll go to the power of life insurance with living benefits. Remember now, we'll talk about life insurance with no living benefit, and then we'll talk about life insurance with living benefits. She will give her insight on everything. So you just sit right there, because it's a lot of things we'll be discussing today. So Ms. Page,
yes,
I will turn over to you. And this other interaction here will be very, very informative today. So I don't want to be talking too much, because I want all people to understand, my people. This episode is powerful. We don't just have conversation, like I said. We ask the question that could change your life. Today, we are tackling a topic that affects every family, but it's too often unknown until it's too late. Age strategy, illness, or the unexpected knock on your door today, my people. Will your family be financially secure or left struggling? Does your life insurance protect you while you are alive, or only after you are gone? This is more than a conversation, just like I said, about life insurance. It's about protecting your health, your wealth, your family, and your legacy. So please don't change this channel here today. Stay with us. If it costs you to take a pen and paper, take it and put it down. Because today could be one of the most important financial decisions you will ever make. Ms. Page,
yes,
before we can get into all this sweet things we're coming to here today,
yes,
just tell a little history about your journey from a retired RN nurse to wealth strategist and broker.
yes. So, Mr. Bollietv, I came to this country as a refugee many years ago from Liberia when we had the Civil War. And so when I came, they always said, do something that you always get a job, right? And healthcare is one of those areas you always get a job. So I went into healthcare. Started off as a caregiver, moved my way all the way up to registered nurse at a master's level. So master's level registered nurse, I worked in the industry for over 28 years.
Wow.
As a registered nurse, yes. Work in hospitals, work in nursing homes, work in acute care facilities, work in behavioral health, you name it, everywhere. Only pediatrics. I couldn't do that. But yes, so I worked in healthcare for many years, and I did bedside nursing. The last one was in administration. So I did some bedside nursing, I did administrative nursing, charge nurse, supervisor, all of those things. So yes, I've been there in the healthcare industry. So I've seen what happened in the healthcare industry when people come into the hospitals and they don't have money, and then they're given diagnosis. So I see how it affects them financially, how it affects them when you are given a diagnosis and you don't have money. So I have seen that. I've seen, how the healthcare industry work when you are there and you're sick and you don't even have family members to come and visit you because they cannot afford to take a day off their work, right? Because they don't have money. They have to go to work. And I've seen all of that. So when somebody introduced me into the financial services, I was like, wow, this is amazing. My people need this. So yes, I have been working in healthcare for the longest of time, helping save lives, teaching people how to take care of themselves, taking care of people. And now I switched to the financial industry because I know too, we have been neglected in that area. because America is not how hard you work. And we as immigrants, we come to this country, we worked a lot. We work really, really hard. 2, 3 jobs we're working. But we don't understand how money works because nobody is sitting us down to explain to us how money works and how we can benefit from money when we make it work for us. So I looked at that and I was like, well, it's about time to move from the healthcare industry and move to the financial industry so that I can help my community understand how money works. I can give them free financial education on how money works and how it can make it work for them, because America is a system. And when I first came here, I did not know the system.
Yeah,
I did not know the system. Like I really did not know the I thought it was just, work, 1 job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. And didn't know where to put the money in, didn't know about compound interest, didn't know any of these things financially. So, you know how Mr. Bolly, you work all year round and then you go file your taxes and then they tell you make $100,000. And then you're like, where is it at?
Yeah.
Where is it?
And when you do Divo call, you only can see on paper. Yeah, but that's impressive though. That is really impressive. I mean, you spend years caring for people as a registered nurse. And what specifically inspired you to transition from our healthcare into financial awareness? And how do those two passions complement each other? Because, I mean, coming from another field to another field, can you give us just a little short explanation so the people can understand? Because sometimes people say, no, but this is different to go doing the financial thing.
I know, yeah. I know. And people think that, healthcare, like, I'll tell you the truth. When I wanted to leave healthcare, right, and I decided to tell some people, they say if you want to make the wrong decision, tell everybody.
Oh,
yes.
Trust me.
Because it's hard. People look at you, they're like, no, you got a master's degree in nursing. What are you going to be doing in the financial services? What's there? You don't know anything about it. No, stay in healthcare, and so, but one of the things that really inspired me to move from healthcare to financial industry was because I know the community that I live in, and I know that we lack financial education. And I also know that the community that I lived in, my community, I know that they will listen to somebody from their community better than they will listen to somebody out of their community. So I was inspired by the fact that my community has little or no financial education. They do not. So if I can come in here and help them and show them the way, because I used to be like that. Like let me tell you, Mr. Bolly, back in the days, and I was a registered nurse, tells the truth. I was a registered nurse working 2, 3 jobs, making over 100 grand, right? I had a credit of 360. My credit score was 360. So that tells you it's not how much money you make. Wow. It's the whole America financial system. It's a system. It's knowing the system and how it works.
Gotcha.
My credit score was 360. That means I knew nothing about finance. I did not know anything about, the crucial things. So when this opportunity, when I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, I can do this. I can come into my community and I can help my community to know how money works and how to make it work for them, so that we ourselves can create, like you said, legacy and wealth. Because creating wealth in America is easy if you know how. It's not how much jobs you work. It's not how many hours you work. It's just following the system. It's a system in this country. And if you know the system, you will do very well. If you don't know the system, you will be just like me, making over 100 grand with a 360 credit score.
Wow. But let me ask you though, how do those two passions, because you had a passion, because I know before you get into any kind of a field, especially when it comes to education, you must have the passion for it. Now, how do the two passions, your retired nursing career versus the passion now, complement each other? The wealth management and life insurance now. How do these two passions complement each other?
So it's very, very similar, to tell you the truth. When you are a nurse, especially, working in a hospital, right? You do a lot of teaching. People come in, you have to teach them. They have a high blood pressure. You have to teach them what kind of food they have to eat. You have to teach them. So we do a lot of teaching as a nurse in healthcare. So I did a lot of teaching in healthcare. And now transitioning to financial care, I'm like, wait a minute, it's the same teaching. It's just a matter of teaching health versus a matter of teaching money.
Money. Yeah.
But you still need money and you still need health. So they're still related in a way, because you need a good health to enjoy your money, right?
Yeah,
and you need to be able.
You're not healthy. It's for nothing. Different person enjoy that money.
Exactly. Wow. So you need good health. So we need to be taught good health, and you still need to be taught money, how to spend your money, how to make your money to work for you. So I find that those things are pretty much the same. They're just a lot of teaching, and I love teaching. So here I am.
Thank you so much.
The same thing.
So financial awareness now. Your message, when I was going through the things you sent me, like your page and all the things, you talk about your message is healing today, building tomorrow. Why do you believe financial awareness is just as important as physical health? And what are some of the biggest financial mistakes families make today? Because I know you're beginning around talking about something. So why do you believe financial awareness is just as important as physical health? You talk about you got to be healthy, enjoy your money. Because you're not healthy, you're not going to enjoy your money, right? So that's where bringing me to this question.
Yes.
What are some of the biggest financial mistakes families make today?
Yes, we do make some mistakes today.
Yes. Just one or two examples, elaborate, just short so we can.
Okay. Well, for one thing, right, if you are not healthy or if you're sick, I know we'll get more into life insurance because that's one of my biggest niche that I do.
Gradually, we got to bring the people small. We can't draw into the
No, we can't get into it right now.
We got to take the LSU hat on.
And still hat on. I know we got to try.
Yeah.
So, but look, if you are not well and you go into the hospital, right, and then you don't have money, that makes you even sicker, to tell you the truth. Because let's say now you're in the hospital. Okay, we in America, so somebody said there's always a job. It might not be the job that you like, but there will always be a job. But what if you're sick? Can you do any kind of job? Can you go to work at all? You can't go to work. You need money.
And besides, even you go to the hospital, you got to do co-pay.
You go to the hospital, you need money. Nobody's going to take you in there without money. Although this is America here, but let me tell you, if you don't have money, because I worked in the hospital, they will take you in, stabilize you, they will send you home.
Wow.
They will send you home.
So basically, they take your insurance.
Yes, because it's a law. You have to take the person in. So they will take you in. They will stabilize you. If you don't have insurance, they will discharge you. And I have worked in facility where the patients say, I don't have a place to go. Guess where we're sending that patient?
To the shelter?
Of course.
Oh, y'all will find shelter for that patient?
Of course. We will find
to release the bed.
Thank you very much.
For somebody who get money to come in there.
Thank you very much. This is America. It happens.
Wow.
We did that. Yes, and I'm sure they're still doing it. I'm no longer working in the hospital, but I'm sure they're still doing it. The social worker will find a shelter for you to go, because we can't just release you on the street. And then most people, because shelter, you can only spend the night. You can't be there all day.
Wow.
In a day, you have to go somewhere. So people who already came from there, they don't want to go back. So, but that's where we're going to send you, because you don't have money. So it's very, very important. So money and health is interrelated. It is interrelated. Money and health goes hand in hand. So, yeah.
So what would be just maybe one or two examples as to, because some of the biggest mistakes that family make today?
Some of the biggest mistakes
that you think that family make today that will put them in a predicament where you go to hospital, you get no money. Then soon they put stabilize you, they send you to shelter. And even you go live with family, the negative news, someone will be telling you why in our house, they say, you won't get that. Yeah, then you'll be hearing us talking bad things about you. They may bury American record. Let me tell you something. Our people more okay you before they say even finish you.
Yeah, so sad.
Can you tell me some of the biggest? Maybe some other we know. Because let me tell you, like you are saying, financial education is very important.
It is.
We get all the money, but look at our credit score. You talk about this estate. This tomorrow I want to credit score.
Yes. So it's not how much money you have.
So the
biggest mistake is having that knowledge. Because when the Bible talks about knowledge, when people die because of lack of knowledge, it's real.
So what can they do now to save money so they can get that again?
Yeah.
What are some of the things? Just little elaboration. So
well, for one thing,
because you're not even making the money. You guys say the middle be $10 when you left they coming rent all of them coming more all the 15.
Yes.
So how you do that now?
This is where you have to have knowledge and you have to have discipline. In America, you have to have discipline. Discipline in terms of, do you decide that you're going to buy a Nike shoes, or do you decide that you're going to put this money into an account that will be there for you tomorrow? Are you going to be able to transfer risk and all of that? So I know we'll come to insurance later on, but knowledge is number one. And discipline, knowledge into where you're going to put your money, knowledge into how much money you have, knowledge into asking, finding out what the avenue is out there that is available for you, so that you would not be in a place where you don't have any money, and then you end up going to, getting sick, and end up, in a dire need. You might not want to go to the shelter, so you have to go stay on somebody's couch. Because we're so nice people. We'll accept, we'll help each other.
But we'll discuss you in the process too. So basically, what you're saying, what I'm hearing here is about financial discipline,
financial education, and discipline.
Discipline, okay. But let me get your story. Mm-hmm. I remember a long time ago, I think was in Georgia, one of the states I live in. Mm-hmm. What you talking about the car? You know, when the sick are keeping every part of Udo. Mm-hmm. Even when you were sick. You should take you to the hospital. Nobody knew they bought her $100,000 until he died. Wow. So when you're talking about discipline, don't buy Nike shoes. You can't go buy expensive thing. Why are you keeping the money for? Because you die, the people will enjoy it.
So that's another story.
Yeah.
Because it's discipline, but it's also education. Okay. So like I said, my people died because of lack of knowledge. So it's so sad that he had all this money,
but he used to buy money for himself. Yeah.
Just keeping it. He could have been putting it into accounts that would have even helped him more. Like when he got sick, depending on what account he would have had it in, it could be able to help him to even bring, like if he still have family members in Liberia, depending on how much he had, depending on which account he had, they could have used that money to help him come to America, to help family members come to America. So it's not just keeping your money. You can have your money, you be keeping it in fact, you're losing that money itself. There's something we say that, if your money is not kept in the right place, you're losing that money.
I agree with you.
Yes.
In the Bible, it tells us in 9 verse 10, where you going, there's no wisdom or knowledge. So why you keeping all the money there for when you die? And also your mission and impact that we'll be talking about it too. Your mission is to empower individuals and families to live healthier lives while building financial stability. This is one of my favorite things I got for your friend. So if someone watching this interview is struggling financially, what's the very first step you will encourage them to take?
The very first step is the step of truth.
Yeah, break that one out. Truth in what way?
Truth. Okay. So, first of all, if you are struggling financially, you have to sit down. Okay. That's where the truth comes in, and look at everything that you have. You have to look at, are you making any money? Are you working? Are you making any money? And if you're making this money, where are you keeping your money? How much are you making? How much do you owe? You have to sit down and give yourself that truth, which is knowing everything you can about yourself. Because you cannot go from A to Z without going to B or to C. You have to know C, right? You cannot go from A all the way to Z. And one way you can do that is by first evaluating yourself. You have to evaluate yourself first. You have to sit down and see what you're making. What are you spending your money on? That's budgeting anyway. Let me tell you, it's budgeting. So you have to sit down, see what you're making, have that truth. See where your money is going. See how much you're making every month. See what are you owing out there. What are you spending your money on? that is one way you can turn your life around. Because that's how I had to. And did I tell you I was with my 360 credit score, I had over $250,000 debt.
How they pull a credit money when you get a credit score to
They were looking at my paycheck.
So you need to tell me they will not really look at check on you. They're looking at a paycheck. Wow.
Look, America, if you have the paycheck, they will give you what you are asking for on the front. Because they know they will catch you anyway.
So okay, so this is what brings me to the question now. Because if the person is not financial disciplined, never even learn to be financial disciplined, how do you begin that process that you're talking about?
Yes. So obviously I did not have financial knowledge.
Yeah.
Right. Although I was making a lot of money. Right. So I had to sit down with my truth one day, and I had to, I came across it. I was listening on the radio, and something came on. There's always something that triggers you. I hope that this thing will trigger somebody, because I was listening to the radio, and this guy came on, and he was talking about financial stability. And that's when I was like, wow, he was talking about how you need to sit down, put your debt together, sit down, put what you make, see where your money is going. So somebody have to you have to have that trigger first. That trigger has to come from somewhere, So that's what happened to me. I was in my debt. I was living my life, thinking I'm living life on high and just enjoying life, living paycheck to paycheck. And then I listened to that guy on the radio one day, and that was the wake-up call for me. He said, you have to sit down, tell yourself the truth, put all your debt together. And that's when I did. I put all my debt together. I realized it was over 250,000. And I pulled my credit scores, because he said, pull all your credit scores from the 3 bureaus and see what your credit score is, and change your life. You have the ability to change your life if you want to change your life.
Correct.
So, yes, and that's what I did. I put everything down. I put it on I still have that. I didn't bring it, I'm sorry, but next time I'll bring it. I still have it. I put it on the canvas, and then he said you have to have a plan on when to get out of debt. And so I put it on the canvas, I put it on the plan. I said in 10 years, I will get out of debt in 10 years. Depending on how much I was making, that's how much I will be able to do it. But guess what? I got out of debt in 5 years.
So were you still a registered nurse?
At that time, I was.
Until you pay all your debt, or after you pay all your debt, you decide to get out and go take a career path?
No, that was a few years ago. I was still a registered nurse. In fact, I had no one had told me about this. I didn't even know about this other thing. I was just helping myself. I just decided it was time to help myself. Because, when I listened to that guy on the radio, I was like, yeah, I need to help myself. I need to get out of this. So, no, I was still a nurse. And I put everything down. And he said, you have to reward yourself. So I was rewarding myself with trips. And that's how, I used to take my mom. We used to go on trips. Every time we did something, I went on a trip. Every time we paid all the debt, we went on a trip. We rewarded ourselves with that. That was, so.
Now, my people, you heard all the explanation about a little bit about finance. But again, if something happened to you today, will your family struggle or stay secure? This will bring me to our next topic. Okay? Because it will get interesting. The reality will kick in. Bollietv Media. Like I said, we just don't have conversation on this show here. As you all people know, we ask the question that will change your life. In this particular podcast, that's what we'll be doing. Today, we are tackling a topic that affects every family, but it's too often unknown until it is too late. A tragedy, illness, or unexpected things knock on your door today. Will your family be financially secure or left struggling? Does your life insurance protect you while you are alive, or only after you are gone? This is more than a conversation about insurance, my people. It's a conversation about protecting your health. your wealth should already go into it, and your legacy. Stay with us because we're not going anywhere. We're coming to another topic here. Stay with us because what you hear today could be one of the most important financial decisions you will ever make. If something happened to you today, will your family struggle or still secure? This is what I call the reality check, and we'll come to count of one so she can tell some things because it's getting interesting. I start getting interested in anything here now. You know? Your flyer asks a very powerful question. If something happened to you today, will your family struggle or stay secure? Why do you believe so many families avoid having this important conversation until it's too late, my sister? Because this is with all life insurance on web, man. So look, some family members say, anyway, go tell them about life insurance. You won't kill me? You think I can be die?
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
I know.
I've heard that many times.
Yeah.
Some people think, but they get life insurance, me coming down. So this is what brings me the reality check. This is what they want to call it, the reality check. Why do you believe, says Angie Page, so many families avoid having this important conversation until it's too late? Then you need a family struggling.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. This is my passion now.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, easy. Some people can die. You go to the bank and nothing there.
It's my passion. I mean, I'm so thankful to God for the space that I'm in. This is one of the books, Saving Your Future. Life insurance is a saving your future. Saving your future. Saving your future. So people, it's sad that people think life insurance, if you have it, you're going to die, because you're not. Why do we have car insurance? I ask people.
Yeah, like you're going to have accident.
You don't have car insurance because you think you're going to have accident. Or better still, forget about car insurance. Why you put on your seatbelt when you get in car? Does that mean you're going to have accident?
No, because the police will catch you accident. If that's what you're looking for. One of one ticket too. They basically they force you up to pull out the all. So men are not like that. So pull out that.
Okay. So I mean, because you're transferring the risk. That's what life insurance. That's what insurance is as a whole. Insurance is when you transfer the risk from yourself to a company. So when you have insurance on your phone, you are transferring the risk if that phone lost to the company, so that if your phone lost, like an iPhone is like $1,700 nowadays, right? You don't want to pay that $1,700 out of your pocket. So you transfer, you say, I will pay $6 every month for $1,700. So in case my phone lost, that $6 they're going to replace your $1,700 phone. You see how risk is? Same way with the car. You get car insurance because if something happened to you, you probably don't have $10,000
to go put down for a new car.
Go put down for a new car. But the insurance company, you transfer that risk to the insurance company. So now the insurance company will come up with that money so that you can get a car. You can get a car replacement. So can you imagine?
But with life, you can't get life replacement.
You cannot get life replacement.
Yeah,
that is so true. There's no way you're going to get life replacement. And that's why somebody was telling me the other day when I was trying to educate them about life insurance. He said, why should you get life insurance? Because yes, I understand, we do the car, they're replacing the car, but they cannot replace the life. So why should I get life insurance? I don't want my life to be replaced. And I said, brother, the life insurance is not to replace your life. The life insurance has living benefits. I know we'll come to that later on.
Yeah.
But even if you get the life insurance, because some people say they do not want the living benefits, right? I said, brother, you got children that are living? He said, yes. I said, you providing for your children? He said, yes.
We're talking about life insurance without living benefit.
No living benefit. This is just regular life.
We'll come to that part. I want to stick to this part where if something happened to you today,
so yes,
the family will struggle
happened to you today.
So basically, this is like a question you're asking the person now.
Yes. So that's it. So if something happened to you today, that's what I was coming with the guy that I was just talking with the other day. I said he's taking care of his family, he's taking care of his wife, he's taking care of his children. He's going to work, he's getting income. So if something happened to, I asking, if something happened to you today, you say life insurance, you don't believe in life insurance because you don't believe that your life will be replaced. I said, but if something happened to you today, you're never gonna get that income. Let's say you go home, you're going home, you pass, something happened to you. Is your family, do you have enough money to replace your income so your family will continue, your children will go to college or anything? He said no. So then I was able to make him to understand the importance of life insurance. It's not about replacing life, but it's about helping your loved one that you have behind. So he had not been thinking about it that way. He'd been thinking about he don't have to replace his life. Nobody needs to. But then he's concerned. He loves his children. He loves his family, and he wants the best for them. So I said, okay.
God forbid something happened.
What's your family going to struggle? And yes, he said yes, his family will struggle. And then he said, I never thought about life insurance like that. I always did. I never thought about it like that. And then I explained to him the phone mentality and the car, why we do that. And he's like, wow, I need one of those. So that's how I was able to talk to him.
So basically protecting your family.
Protecting your loved one.
Yes, your loved one.
Yes.
But now you mentioned that income can stop overnight because the way you're saying, bills never stop though.
Never.
And savings can run out quickly. Even if you put small money in the account. Some put this in like 401k, all I want it.
They have no idea.
What are some important steps every family should take today to protect themselves financially before an unexpected event happens, like what you explained? What are some of the important things? Because like you said, you explained to that man, life insurance not just about you dying and so things. But guess what? God forbid something happened to you. It takes two to make it in this country. Now one income going right there.
Yes.
They only left for you now. They mean you got to cover. God forbid your deceased person, family member, on a portion of the bill now.
Yes.
Or any other thing now.
Yes.
The bill not start coming because one person died.
No, the bill doesn't start coming, unfortunately.
So that's why I'm asking now. What will be what will happen now? What are some of the some simple steps every family should take today to protect themselves financially before an unexpected event happens?
And I'm going to encourage you who's watching this program right now. If you do not have life insurance, if you have a loved one, we will come to the living benefits, because some people say, oh, I don't have nobody, I'm alone, I don't need life insurance. Yes, you do. Life insurance is the first step of building anything. It's like the foundation. If you do not have a solid foundation, I'm sorry, your house is going to crumble. So life insurance is that protection. It's the first step. It's the first step. And then, of course, we're going to come to the different types of life insurance. But life insurance is the first step. It's that protection. It protects you. It's a foundation that everybody needs. And the good thing about life insurance, it's not even expensive. People think it's expensive, but it's not expensive. But everybody needs that, because like reality, if something happened to you and that income is taken away, how is your family, how is your loved one going to be able to make it?
Yes. And this is what I'm talking about, building a lasting legacy. Remember, we were talking about it from the beginning? Now, you help individuals protect their income, build tax advantages, wealth, and create long-term financial security. Right?
Yes.
What does learning of financial legacy really mean, and why should every family make it a priority?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. It is. It should be a priority for everybody, because it is the building block. Like I said, it is the foundation. Okay? I'll give you an example of somebody without life insurance and somebody who has life insurance. Somebody who does not have life insurance, unfortunately, even if you have other things, right? Like some people have homes, cars, and they're like, well, maybe my loved one can sell these things and take care of themselves. That's a different story, my brother. People don't know until it's too late. It's not all the time that your family can even get into your stuff when you die.
Thank you.
America. In America, your money does not always go to your family. Your asset does not always go to your family. So that's another story for another day. I would really love for you to bring me on another time.
I got a particular portion here that you will go into
over
the
that.
stats.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Okay, trust me.
Great.
I'm not leaving nothing undone.
Good.
But thank you
That's
for touching on that, because it's very, very important that you touch on this one.
Yes.
So we're going to be taking a break. When we come back, it can get juicy now. That's when now we'll start the discussion on it. What if you have life insurance but no living benefits? The reason why I'm breaking this thing down little by little, because we want to compact everything together so you can get lost in the education and the information that'll be coming out of our guest's mouth. Okay. So that's why you see me break it into portions. So when we come back from the break, then we'll be talking now. We'll come to the life insurance. We'll have to break it down one by one. What happens if you have life insurance but no living benefits? So yeah, listen now. You get life insurance, but there's another portion of this. There's some people that say life insurance, they're going to buy anything. Oh, my man, I get life insurance. Then one time, kind of, we start fighting, jello, guess what? Oh, yeah, the man had life insurance, jello, pretend while he was alive. But he died, nothing else can do again. So when we come back, don't forget, when we come back, we're going to be going deeper into this discussion. Our community needs this particular discussion. Our people, even including me, I want to learn about it. There are people who may be watching and want to learn. Family members, friends, Liberian community, other African communities and around the world. And get a teacher here for that one day. So we'll be right back.
What if everything changed tomorrow? Would your family be financially secure, or would they be left struggling? Most people work their entire lives to build a future, but few stop to ask one simple question: is my future really protected? Discover why true financial wellness goes beyond saving money, why life insurance without living benefits could leave you unprotected when you need it most, and how one decision today could protect your health, your wealth, and your family's future. This isn't just another conversation about insurance. It's about protecting your income, your lifestyle, and your legacy. You don't want to miss this life-changing discussion. Join us on this powerful episode of the Bollietv podcast as we sit down with retired registered nurse, wealth strategist, and broker, Miss Angie Page.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back again. Welcome to another powerful episode on Bollietv Media, where we don't just have conversation, we ask the hard questions that could change your life. Today, we are tackling a topic that affects every family, but it's too often ignored until it is too late, my people. A tragedy, illness, or the unexpected knock on your door today, will your family be financially secure or left struggling? Does your life insurance protect you while you are alive or only after you are gone? This is more than a conversation about insurance. It is a conversation about protecting your health, your wealth, your family, and your legacy. So please continue to stay with us, because what you hear today could be one of the most important financial decisions you will ever make. And this is very important. I want you to please stay with us. So let me just go back and just remind you. We started from a little history about ourselves. We talk about the journey. We talk about financial awareness. We talk about mission and impact. And then before we went to break, we talked about if something happened to you today, will your family be struggling or stay secure? And then we talk about the reality check about that. We talk about protecting your family. And then we mentioned about when the income stops, the bill will still be coming. And then we talk about building a lasting legacy before we went to break. Now we get to the juicy part now, where I really want you to listen to the part here, because it's not just about getting life insurance. So today we are coming to the topic, which is what happens if you have life insurance but no living benefit. Because you can get life insurance, but it's not, you don't have living benefits. We're going to turn to Miss Angie Page here. The woman, a professional in that area. And you know what I said, I will break it down, so she can tell us things that we don't even know about having life insurance, but no living benefit. If you were diagnosed with a critical illness tomorrow, I'm talking to my audience now, could your current life insurance help pay your medical bills while you are still alive, or will your family be left struggling. Now, based on this question I just asked, I want you to elaborate on it, give a little history, informative, educational information about what happens if you have life insurance but no living benefits. And if, for example, like I just said, if your family was diagnosed with a critical illness, let's say today or tomorrow, could your current life insurance help pay your medical bills while you are still alive, or will your family be left struggling? So this part, I want you to take your time to tell us the type of life insurance that you can have that will not leave your family struggling, and the type that you will have that will leave your family struggling on this particular thing I asked. So our audience can know what do we mean by if something happened to you with your life insurance, but there's no living benefit. So they can understand why I brought this into the discussion. So I'll give you the time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bollietv. I really appreciate this. So before I go into the living benefits, let me educate the audience on life insurance. We've already been talking a little bit about life insurance, but there are 4 types of life insurance. Yes. So
I'll listen to you.
there are 4 types of life insurance. The first 2 we know about. That's the most popular one. And then the last 2, unfortunately, is not in our community. The first one is group life insurance. That's the one you get at your job. The problem with it is very, very cheap. It's not a problem. It's cheap. It's free. The problem is most of the time you have to die at your working place. Now, did you read the contract when you sign up? Sometimes group life insurance, the one that we get at the job, if you don't die on the job, especially those jobs that say clock in, clock out, when you're not doing patient care, clock out, guess what? When you clock out and you die, your family not getting anything. Yeah.
So they want to let life insurance work and get to the job.
Yes.
You must die at the job.
You must die. Most of them. That's why you have to go back and read your contract. Say you want to hide something from somebody, put it in the fine prints. Because that happened to my friend. You remember how sometimes when you go to work, you sick, they say go home?
Yeah.
You think because they like you?
Well, then when you die, that's what they tell you. Oh, me, this and say, I like that. I'll be carrying thousand. Okay, let's see now. That job. Oh. So hold on. I said,
It happened to my friend.
No interruption for the one. Break it down. My people all listening to the one. Yes.
Let me tell you, it happened to my friend. She worked at the doctor's office, registered nurse. Went to work and wasn't feeling well. They told her go home.
She clocked
out. Right in the parking lot, she fell down. Somebody called 911. 911 took her. By the time they reached to the hospital, she passed. Wow. Her husband went to the doctor's office thinking his wife had life insurance.
She had life insurance, but
they checked. She was off the clock when she died. They said, sorry, our life insurance is for only people who are on the clock when they die. Only 0.9% payout. It's very deceptive. It shouldn't be considered life insurance, but yet they say that's why a lot of people think they have life insurance. So check your fine print, because not everybody covers you, especially those people that tell you to clock out for lunch, clock out for this, clock out for that. It'll be too late when you figure it out. So that's group life insurance. It's very deceptive. Then we have term life insurance. That's the one you hear on TV, at the bank. Everybody's talking about it. $9.99. What's my premium going to be? $9.99. It's not $9.99, but that's what they're saying, right? So that one is only for a time. It could be for 10 years. It could be for 20 years. It could be for 30 years. Now, the smaller the years, let's say 10 years, it might be $10. 20 years might be $15. 30 years might be $30. Because the longer, the more expensive it is. But just remember, it's only for a time. When that time finishes, you don't have life insurance anymore.
So let me stop it there. So what if something happened to you within that time?
Within that time. Now, most of the time,
do that come with a living benefits?
Some of them will cover the new ones. Okay. The new ones covering living benefits. The old ones, I'm sorry, because I have some of the old ones. I do. Term life insurance, one of the worst thing about it, if you miss a payment, it finished. You don't have no more life insurance. You have 30 days grace. After 30 days, you are done. Because I've had a lot of people tell me the insurance industry is a rip-off. It's not a rip-off. They give you 30 days grace. If you go to Liberia for 2 months and you not pay your life insurance, when you come back, you don't have no life insurance. Sorry. It's in the contract. Are you reading your contract? It's there. So and then when it turns, that's another thing again. Let me tell you, Mr. Bowie. So you pay $40 for it. Or you pay
for 30 years. That's not
30 years. Or you pay $90.
okay.
After that $90, after that 30 years, you know how much you're going to go to?
No.
The first year is 10 times the amount. The second year is 10 times the new amount.
So if you manage to live for 30 years,
yes.
When that 30 years can pass.
When the 30 years come and pass, you're paying 10 times the amount. So you are paying $90, you're now going to pay $900 a month.
Correct.
After that, the next year, you're paying $1,000 and some change a month. The next year, $1,000, almost $2,000. You can pay, it becomes like, you can afford it. That's what it is. And most of the time, like up the way to 30 years, it ends like when you're 65 years old, in that range.
So after 65, you can get life insurance?
You can get life insurance, but let's say you got a 30 year at the age of 30, right?
Yeah, before you're 60.
30 more years, 60, you out. You don't have no more life insurance because you have it, but can you afford it? Can you afford $900 a month for insurance?
Wow.
Can you afford $1,000 a month for insurance? Because at that time, you already old now.
So let me ask you a question. So let's say you did not have no life insurance until you turn 60. When you go get life insurance for 30 years, it will be $900, say, or they will start from the small rate.
No, they will not start from no small rate. They start from your age. You cannot afford it. And in fact, when you're 60, they never give you another 60 years. When you're 60, you're limited. It can only give you up to maybe 75 now or 80.
So go to the last two now.
So yeah, so that's, and then the next one is whole life. Whole life is all the way to 100 years old. If you live to be 100 years old, it's good for you. It's expensive, but guess what? All the money you put in there is fixed. It's not going to change, but all the money you put in your whole life, when you pass, the insurance company keep that money. They do not give it to your family.
Hold on. So the third one is the one
life.
called the whole life insurance.
Yes.
They kind of sell it to you. They say they want a whole life.
Yeah, for your whole life, 100
whole
years.
life. Just be paying the amount, a lakh. But in a 100 years when you pass, you don't get nothing to your family.
They will only give the death benefit. Let's say you buy a $250,000 policy, face value, $250,000. That's what you bought, $250,000. You pay $200 for it a month. Yes, $200 a month. You will pay that $200. It will never change. Like term after 30 years, it's going to double 10 times. For whole life, it will never change. It will always be that 200, 200, 200. But guess what? Your face value, your death benefit is always going to be 250,000. It's not going to change. So all that money goes to the insurance company when you die, unless you take it out while you are alive. Now, do you know when you will die?
Hold on, you can take that one out?
Yes, you can take it out.
All the money,
some of them, not all of them. Some of them you can take it out.
So which one you can take out and which one you can take out?
So for the whole life, it has to be in the contract.
Oh, okay.
So if you read a contract, if you take that contract, it says cash value will be dispersed while you are alive, then you can have that one. If not, sorry, it's not for you, it's for the insurance company. But let me tell you the last one.
Exactly.
The last one is the sweetest one.
And how they call that one?
Index Universal Life Insurance.
Index
Universal Life Insurance. IUL. Index Universal Life Insurance.
So if you're listening, that the best one that you can go get, what does that Index Universal Life Insurance does?
Oh my God, it does so much. It does so much.
Is the
so look at this. Look at this book. 25 ways you can secure your future with the Index Universal Life Insurance. It is a family miracle. It is the one that has the living benefits, where we talked about if something happened to you, who's going to take care of you if you have a critical illness or chronic illness. A chronic illness is when you need help with your activities of daily living. That is old age. When you get old, you can't work, right?
Correct.
Exactly. When you have yes.
When we get to life insurance living benefit, we'll go in depth into this. So I want you to go on it.
Okay.
And I want you to continue to elaborate.
So yes.
On the with no living benefits.
Yes.
Because we're coming to get to this soon.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Great.
So let me pull it right here because I'll pull it back up.
Okay, great.
Yeah, my people, let me tell you something. The reason why is that I'm picking these topics one at a time because I want it to be very short and sweet where people will remember. I want to compare everything to you. Suppose I forgetting. Then I start making mistakes. Start picking number one when I go Angie talk about. Well, now I make you take your time to pick. Right? I mean, in this space, many people think having life insurance is enough. That you already bring now until you bring it down to the other thing, but you get life insurance enough. What is the biggest misconception people have about life insurance without living benefits? You guys know you're paying the fee and you've been talking to people. What are some of the biggest misconceptions that you have heard people talking about with life insurance without living benefit?
Now, people have life insurance. Unfortunately, that's what most of us have, the life insurance with no living benefits. It's that term insurance. And unfortunately, for those benefits, let me tell you that life insurance, only 2% pays out. It's very deceptive. Because why? People don't just die. People get sick.
Yeah.
And when you get sick, you don't have the living benefit where you get some money coming back to you. You're not working. Are you going to be able to pay for your life insurance policy when you're just trying to even make room for rent, make room for food? Are you thinking about life insurance? No, you're not. So you're going to lose that life insurance. So the biggest misconception is I have life insurance, but they fail to realize that their life insurance has no living benefits. And the company knows that you are going to live longer or you're going to get sick before you die. So you're going to not be able to pay for your life insurance, and then you're going to lose it. And then you have nothing to even transfer, no legacy transfer or anything like that, because now you don't even have life insurance.
So basically what you're trying to say, if you get sick, if you lose your job, nothing, you won't be able to pay it, you will lose that.
Yes, you will lose it. You will lose that term life insurance because it has no living benefits. So if you get sick and you cannot pay your bills, you're not thinking about paying life insurance. So then you're going to lose it. Also, when that money double when you get old, because that's when it's going to triple and double, right? It's going to be $900 a month or $1,500 a month. Can you afford to pay for that now? You're barely working just to cover your head and food on the table. Are you going to be able to pay $1,500 a month for life insurance? You're not going to be able.
First of all, how much retirement is right now set before you talk about paying 50?
Yeah, you're not even getting that. Even the Social Security, let alone now you're going to use it to pay life insurance. You're not going to be able to do that. And then also sometimes people move, they forget to update the insurance company. So then you end up losing that insurance. Or you get sick, like I said, you're in the hospital, you're in the nursing home, maybe for over 1 month, 2 months. You remember that insurance, when you miss a payment for 30 days, you don't have it anymore. The insurance company.
So when you say people move now, like update, you have to update them with what?
You have to update your address to the insurance company.
So even though you pay, if your address is not updated, is that a reason to deny you?
Only if you're paying. Okay. Because some people take the regular pay, they send a check instead of having automatic payment. If you have automatic payment and you move, you're good. They will take the money out. But if you're doing the check payments and you move and you don't write that check, because that's how a lot of people lose on that insurance, is it comes in the mail and you don't check your mail, so you don't make your payment, 30 days pass, you don't have life insurance anymore.
Now, is it fair to say that life insurance policy that only pays after you die may be too late for many families? And why?
No,
it's not.
No. Life insurance without living benefit, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's better to have something than nothing.
Now, all the insurance you talk about, the dividend kind of here, do they come with maybe accidental death?
That's a rider. So accidental death is a rider. What that means is an extra on the insurance policy.
You got to request that.
Yes, you can request that from your agent. They can add accidental rider. That means if you got in an accident, you're covered. So what the insurance company, what they will do is they will give you more on top of what you're supposed to have on with your face amount for your coverage.
Where somebody shoot you,
You're covered too. Yeah. If somebody shoot you, you're covered because it's a death. So yes, they will pay out. Accidental death will pay out your life insurance coverage.
Wow.
But they do have a clause. If you commit suicide within 2 years, it's called the suicide clause. I'm sorry.
So
The company will not pay you.
if you commit suicide within 2 years
of getting the insurance, yes.
So after 2 years, you said will pay you.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. This is America, okay?
So let's say somebody on a critical list, right? And they know very well they will not be able to afford the insurance. They have had that insurance within 2 years. They can get they say, right?
No. First of all, nobody's going to let you to do that. It's not going to work.
I'm just asking, hypothetically. Some people maybe watch and say, oh, but Angie said, if you care, say in 2 years, let somebody go through hardship.
We do have the suicide clause in the life insurance.
The reason I'm saying it, right?
Yeah.
There are some people get stand hardship.
I know. Right? That's why they have
so
that.
So let's say, I will get bad patient. I want my family to suffer. After 2 years, I get dead myself.
That's why they have that 2 years clause. Because they realized that people were doing that. People will buy life insurance and go commit suicide. So it's a clause now in it. So the companies were losing.
So the letter is way after 2 years, you can't say
if you left for 2 years and whatever you enduring it, they believe you can continue. You just wait for God's time at that point. But unfortunately, that's how they came up with that 2 years clause for suicide. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Page. Look, people, I know this is very educated and informative. I hope you guys are listening to it. She have listed things, life insurance. What happened if you have life insurance without no living benefit? She told us, she broke it down, she gave you the 4 type. And the last one, which was the best one, she even told you about it. Very now. $1,500 herself, $1,300 to even pay mortgage or rent. It's not easy. So just think about it. You know what I mean? I know some family can afford, when something happened to their family, they can be financially stable to take care of that. But sometimes too, taking care of that, that person also might be leaving kids behind. It's not just that, but all go chill. We go repair, go eat, take picture, put on Facebook, show our clothes, all wear for the person, and bury all the other things there. But sometimes some people have kids that they're leaving behind. So this is why I decided to bring this particular topic so that our community can know. Life insurance for everybody. It means you're gonna die. And then I wanted people to also know it's not just about you getting the life insurance. Because these people some of them are very tricky. They make it sound so good. That's why I brought it, I doing the topic little by little so she can break it down for us. The life insurance, especially when it comes to contract in America, it's like LSU, on top of it, but wait, I did contract for a long time most of the bank I work for, I work in the pre-legal department, contract, everything until to where I am right now to my bank. I'm doing different things now. So I know exactly what it's in there. They will just say, oh yeah, they will say $9 a month. You find it all correct. But the clauses are in there. They don't say anything about it. So that's why and thank you so much for once again for accepting to come on the show to teach our people the kind of life insurance they can get. My people. So now that we are heard about the life insurance, you get life insurance, yeah, we pay for it. When they're not full, you pay the $9, but then no living benefit added to it. They can't tell you all that thing. They made it ready small. You can't even read the contract book. Angie, now the power of life insurance with living benefit. We talk about the first one, why you get no living benefits. They may you not pay they say, oh yeah, I get life insurance, only to go find out. So now when you ask for your family to get the money, it's not easy.
No.
So now I'm bringing my audience so that you can educate them to the power of life insurance with living benefit.
Yes.
They want now, so she can tell which one now will get that will come with living benefit. So even when our family do go for me for all the people in that ground, our children can still suffer. Okay? This one I call it the wake-up call.
Wake up.
Millions of Americans have life insurance. But how many of them don't realize their policy may do absolutely nothing for them if they become critically ill while they are still alive. Just like we're talking about.
Yes.
Many of us will get life insurance. Like today, me and learning my own here right on the show here. Many of us get life insurance. But you're not, so now you're not finding out what that life insurance actually details in the contract until you get to certain situation or condition. Many Americans. So Angie, I will give you the opportunity. Millions of American Africans have life insurance. People around the world, some of them in the United States or countries that offer the kind of insurance. But how many of them don't realize that policy may do absolutely nothing for them if they have critical illness while they're still alive?
Yes.
Elaborate for all, my sister.
Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. That fourth insurance called Index Universal Life Insurance. It has living benefits over 25. No, actually there's 62 benefits of having the IUL. Can you imagine that? Over 62 benefits. One policy, one insurance has over 62 benefits. It is the best. It's a family miracle. We call it the family miracle. When I heard about it the first time somebody introduced it to me, I said, I need that. Because I already had the term. Like we all have term, right? I had term, no living benefits, 800,000 out. And you know one thing about term? When the 30 years is coming, you're like, oh my God, I've been paying for that thing.
Tell you, I've been paying.
For nothing.
Exactly.
$30,000. I pay for mine. $30,000.
49, you'll be 70.
So, no living benefits. So when I heard about this, I was excited. I was like, I immediately got it for me and my family. Immediately. It had, because guess what? Some of the living benefits that it provides is if you get sick with a critical illness, right? You no longer can work. And unfortunately, heart attack is on the rise. That's one of the critical illness. Stroke is on the rise. That's one of the critical illness. Cancer is on the rise. That's one of the critical illness. Kidney failure, where you need dialysis, is on the rise. That's one of the critical illness. ALS, where all your muscles just get weak, is on the rise. Paralysis is on the rise. There are a lot of bad things on the rise. There's no explanation why it's happening, but it's happening. Like the new statistic that said 80%, Mr. Bollietv, 80% of new cancer diagnoses are people who have never had cancer in their family before.
And what you think, I mean, for your background, what you think causing the cancer to become your right? Because I just hate to hear that thing. You have taken friends, family members that will walk you there.
Oh my God, yes, 80%. I mean, I was like, wow, yes, it's on the rise. It's on the rise. Whether it's the food that we're eating, whether it is the water that we're drinking, whether it is the environment that we're breathing in, I mean, it's on the rise. So if you are diagnosed with any of these critical illness, you have access to up to 90% of your face value while you are still alive, depending on the severity of the sickness, of the diagnosis, whether it's cancer, depending on your age, because maybe you already reached there, then they will give you up to 90%. So just imagine when you have a $1 million life insurance policy. What is 90% of $1 million? 900,000. You have can you imagine? You get diagnosed with cancer. Then you have $1 million life insurance policy. The company giving you 900,000 while you are still alive.
Yeah,
that's living benefit. That's one of the living benefits.
Now, can you call that particular insurance that people need to get
Index Universal Life
Insurance? Thank you. Because I said now I have some money, people get any kind of insurance.
No, don't get any insurance, please. Remember the IUL.
Yeah.
The IUL that has over 62 benefits. Now you've been in this country for, I don't know, me, I've been in this country for 30 years. Have I ever even saved half of that? No, I've not. Have you saved even a little bit of that? But if you have a policy like this, you have access to $1 million while you are alive. You can pay your bills, because most of the things that can make people to die soon, that is stressful. Yeah. And cancer don't like stress. So when you start stressing out about the bills, the mortgage, the car payment, and all of that, then the cancer just starts spreading. When you start worrying. But when you have something like an IUL with living benefits, It can pay the bills, so you don't have to go into your 401k to pay the bills while you are alive. You don't have to go into your savings account. You don't have to go into any of these things. You can pay your bill. You don't have to go to your retirement to take it out. Because come on, somebody giving you 900,000 while you are still alive. What do you do with that one 900,000? Sir?
I'm telling you.
So then I can make you.
I want to go to the hospital bed to go chill. Yeah, but I mean, Angie, let me answer you. This is actually the hard truth, my people. If you suffer a stroke, heart attack, or were diagnosed with cancer tomorrow, even today, will your current life insurance help you pay your bills, or will you be forced to drain your savings and your retirement that she's talking about? Angie, so I know you talk about the IUL.
Yes.
Can you tell these people how they can actually sign up for this IUL? Because you just calling the name.
Yes.
Some of them will probably forget the name.
Yes.
People who not too old come with the name IUL. Now, how can they go and sign it? How can they meet any life insurance person to let them know exactly what they want? How can they detect if that is actually IUL they give you? Because now someone let's just put it very quickly.
That's true.
You know? So that's how I want my people to know.
Yeah.
Because you have to say IUL, the person that put it differently for you and draw their own kind of a thing for you. Yeah, contract for you. So how can you educate some other people?
Yes.
How can they sign up for that IUL?
Yes.
And how much does it cost a month?
Okay. So an IUL is still a life insurance. Remember, life insurance is transferring the risk to another company. So you are transferring your risk to another company. It just have that benefit. It's a rider on the insurance. Because I know some people don't like life insurance, but you should love life insurance because you're transferring the risk of your life to another company that will take care of you if something should happen to you. And that's where living benefits come in. If something happened to you, they give you a portion of your money while you are alive. You can create memories. You can do whatever you want to do, pay off your car, pay off your house, take trips, have the nurse coming into your house to do the treatment for you, whatever treatment you need. You own dialysis set, they can come in your house and do the dialysis for you. I mean, you got a lot of money. So I am a life insurance agent. Okay, I am a life insurance agent. You have to be licensed by the state to sell life insurance. To even talk about all these things that I've been talking about. These are all the books. You have to be licensed by the state. These are all the books that I'm talking about. Yes, you have to be licensed by the insurance. Oh, another thing I was going to talk about was this one, Money Wealth Life Insurance. So I do life insurance. I do have a website presence, and I have a phone number. So the number you can call, if you need more information, and we can take your information, because life insurance also go by age. The older you are, it's going to be a little bit higher expenses.
Yeah, so this is my question. So because I'm going to put in the description of this interview,
okay, you can put my contact information.
I'll put all your information in there so they can contact you.
Okay, good.
Now, you've been selling this now, the IUL you talk about.
Yes.
How much is the lowest you can start with, and how much you think is the higher when you go purchase it?
So the IUL all depends on your age. Like I just did one before coming here. I just did an application for a person, and because of her age, it ended up being $50 a month because of her age. She's so young. So $50 a month was what she wanted for $100,000 face value. So for her. So it all depends on the age. So it can be as little as, I have written policies for $25.
So what the highest you are written policy for now?
The highest?
Let's look at from 40 up.
Okay. From
yeah, we now move on the calendar now. Let's look at all that on calendar. No more one million. What's this calendar? You're not on the calendar no more.
You're not on the calendar anymore.
Yeah. So let me back that calendar now. Even when they put it organized, we said we're not going to talk about 31. Let's just say from 40 up.
Okay, from 40 up, you can get So for the
IUL now.
Yeah, IUL.
Because I don't want to talk about. We're not interested in the nobody. Yeah, because nobody coming up and say you doubted it, you can't even or get anything. The IUL, my audience, I know you're with me too. Myself looking for IUL and all other things.
Yes.
So
actually, the IUL is the best because at the end of the day, the IUL pays for itself. Like you can pay for it for 15 years and then you don't have to make a payment anymore compared to the term. You have to pay for it for 30 years and then after 30 years it doubles and then you don't have a policy anymore. The IUL, you can pay for it for 30 years. There's a thing called 7-pay. You can pay for it for like 2 years when you do the 7-pay and it pays for itself because it accumulates cash. And the cash, yes.
Now that so this one we'll talk about.
Yes, cash. So yes, this is it. Money, wealth, life. So it says how the wealthy use life insurance as a tax-free personal bank to supercharge their savings. Because even companies, look at this. Companies, did you know that companies own life insurance? They're banks. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, they have life insurance. Are they going to die?
No.
How come they have life insurance?
So they can get more money for all.
Thank you. CVS, Nike.
Yeah, so let's go now from 40 up.
So from 40 up,
those are all not on the calendar.
You're not on the calendar anymore. So depending on how much you want, you can still have like $150 a month can have life insurance.
So I want to see the put in 55, 50, 60 now. I want to tell you about talking about.
It's depending on how much you want.
Wow.
So if you want $1 million, you're gonna pay more. You're gonna pay more if you want $1 million. If you want less than $1 million, you can pay up $500. You can pay $300. But guess what now? It is your own savings. Did you know that you can use this as a retirement also? Your money where you put it inside it. That's why I say it's the least expensive at the end of the day. Life insurance is not an investment. It's a life insurance. But it can also be used as a retirement miracle. Because guess what? In America, when they're ready to sue you, when you have a business especially, they can sue you for everything. But if you get money in life insurance, it's protected from lawsuit. It's right here. Life insurance is protected from lawsuit. I'll give you an example.
When the person sue you, everything in the life insurance, they can go after it.
No, it's protected. Remember OJ Simpson?
Yeah.
OJ? When Nicole Brown family came after him and sued him, he didn't pay them fast, and you know what?
Wow.
All your money was in life insurance. They couldn't come and get it from him.
And people, you look at it book here. Let me put it up so you can see it. Maybe you can read it for
life
yourself.
Insurance is protected from lawsuit.
Wow.
It's protected.
I mean, this is like a challenge, Angie.
And people are afraid of life insurance.
That's what I was coming to. This is like a challenge to all of us. I mean, sometimes the money, we are thinking about the money. This is like a challenge. You say the right life insurance should protect not only families, but after you are gone, according to what you've been elaborating on here. But also protect you while you are alive. So why are so many people still buying policies without living benefits, Angie? Because I know you talk to some people, like, especially our people, okay, but which one is the cheaper one? Yeah. So why you think support all the good things in the other way? Why you think supposed to buy? Because even though I know when you guys go, you can explain to them that you just did here the 4 different. The 3 Baba one, what you talk about first, plus a good one to the end,
Yeah, we always do. We always do.
So but why you think? But why you think so many people are still buying life insurance without living benefits? Then
I know
because I was sad. When I was reading your page, I started doing research on my own. I found out even though all the Google things in there, because before you talk about I read about them myself, so I was coming to ask you until we came to it anyway. But it says so many people still buying policies without living benefits. I mean, they just won't have something, or what? Why do you think? What do you think is the cause?
Well, because
of the money, or what? What's going on? Can you please tell us? Because we're coming to the end of this podcast now.
Yeah, I know. It's because we haven't been wired to pay ourselves first. When I say pay ourselves first, I mean we haven't been wired to put money aside for ourselves first. Because when you look at IUL, Index Universal Life Insurance, you are paying yourself first. You put that money down, you're going to be able to use it for retirement. You can use that money for retirement. It's growing interest. It's also protecting.
For every payment that you're making.
Yes. Every payment you're making on less car insurance, where if you don't, You know, and like term insurance, if you don't use it, you die. You know, you the time is over, it's over. Or car insurance, you know, you pay for car insurance, you don't have accident, that's it, it's finished.
The
IUL, it doesn't work like that.
Does it pay your medical bill too while you're critically ill?
Yes.
Okay.
So IUL has the benefit, the living benefits in it, over 62 living benefits. You can also take this money out tax-free.
So let's say when you sign up for the IUL, do you have to have the entire 62 benefit? Do they come together as one bundle,
yes,
or you can separate it?
They all included in it. It's a whole package.
Okay.
That it comes with.
Okay.
It comes with all of that.
Because you know some people now will say, I want the IUL, but because I want you to take the power. So now I ask you, because if it's let me tell you something.
No, that's true.
With the money business now,
that's true.
the IUL may sound good.
It is good.
But there are some people who can afford $150 a month.
Yes.
If we have a woman who change our birth certificate, we'll do it. So we pay cheap some here. But the fact that you off the calendar and you go, they can tell you, okay, this is all here, but you got to pay $200 a month or $250, like you say.
Yes.
You have to pay all the bills with the economy now.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Instead of a package that you can't take anything that come together.
And I'm sorry, unfortunately, you just have to. And that's where I am willing to sit with you and we can go over your budget, because I'm also a life coach, certified life coach. So I can sit with you and we can go over your budget and we can see where you're spending money, because there are times we're having subscriptions that we're not even using. We're paying $30 here, $30 there. Why don't we cut those $30 off, $30 there, and put it into something that we're going to be able to reap out of? Some of us do have no retirement plan. This can be a retirement plan for you.
Yep.
It can be your retirement plan. That's where you pay yourself first, because you can come back and take this money out and you can decide that you want it every month or every year. They will be sending it to you. If you say, oh, I don't want to retire in America, America too expensive, I'm going to Liberia, they send your money. They can sit in your account.
Yeah.
You can have your money in your account.
Wow.
You can have this retirement miracle. You can have an IEL and you can have that money coming to your account, coming to your whatever country.
Let me go to the IEL book. Let me get all the way to the end there.
Yes. That's over 25 benefits.
Look,
yes.
Angie, I want to take this time to say thank you, my people. Let me tell you something. I hope you re-watch this interview, watch it so you can get everything. I'm going to bring her back, but this one, we have to take the little icing off so she can just give us some idea. I will give Ms. Page here 1 or 2 minutes to do a closing statement. In her closing statement, what she will give her information. The information she's going to provide, if you don't catch it while she's saying it, don't worry. In the description of this particular podcast, I will pull her website, her phone number, everything there where you can reach out to her. For me, this is one of the things Bollietv is about. I told you people, I will shine positive spotlight on the community, on censor and on court. This is the hard truth, where we don't just have conversation. We ask the questions that could change your life. Today, I brought my guest that tackling a topic that affects every family, but it's too often it's too late, my people, to be saying procrastinating. Oh, I will. A tragedy happen, illness or unexpected, something knock on your door today. Will your family be financially secure or left struggling? Does your life insurance protect you while you are alive? She not tell you. She still wonder what you will not get. The last one, they argue earlier. You see, I wrote the book. My second one read more about it. There is more than a conversation we just have. There is something that many of us never do. Oh no, you don't want to get life insurance. Look at when talking about your job. You got to die on the job before you can get that one there. Some of us don't need that one there. Bro, we don't read the thing. It's just coming from our picture all the time. We get life insurance. We get accidental insurance. But we don't even go into details to read what it covers. God forbid something happen to you. This page will really do appreciate you coming here. So I will give you 1 or 2 minutes so you can say whatever you want to say to my people before we can climax the particular podcast here.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for listening to us today. I appreciate you also. You could have been doing something else, but you decided to sit with us. I really want to tell you thank you very much. It was a pleasure coming and showing you, telling you about the types of life insurance. And I would just want to encourage you to get life insurance, because it's one of those things that can create a legacy for you. So you can use it, the one that has the living benefit, of course. You can use it while you are alive. It's a free rider. You don't really pay for that rider. It's only activated when you need it. So if you don't need it, it's just there. Don't have to worry about it. Don't say, oh, but what if I don't get this? I don't get that. You're not paying for it. It's a free rider on the insurance anyway. So I want to encourage you to get one. Get an IUL is better for you. You leave a legacy to your children. I know you love your children, and even your children can get an IUL too. Anybody can get IUL from the age, as soon as they get their social security. We can help our children and give them a stepping stone. It's not about them dying. Yes, we all pray that our children will outlive us, and that's why we want. But getting an insurance on your child doesn't mean your child is going to die. What it means is you are helping your child to have a footstool, because they can use that money. Remember, there's money growing in the IUL. They can use it to start their business. They can use it to have a down payment on their house. Wouldn't you be glad if your parents had something like that for you, that you could use it for a down payment on your own house, or to start your own business, or to go on vacation, or to do anything you want to do? It's free money that has been growing with the kids as they're growing up, so they don't have to take student loans. They can go to college without student loan. It's a very good investment for our children in our community. We need to put something like this on our children. And it's very cheap when they're little, when they're born, way, way cheaper than what you can get when you are an adult, because life insurance goes by age and health. So you have to be healthy, and the younger you are, the least expensive it is. So I want to thank you for, taking the time, for being here. But please get protection for you and your children. Let that money be growing up. Let us be the generation that will change our community. Let us help our children so they can be able to change their community. And if your kid don't need that money, by the time they're 60 years old, it's like $1 million. They can go back to Liberia. If you're from, like I'm from Maryland, they can go to Maryland and they can open a hospital with that $1 million. They can open a school. Wouldn't you like that for your kid? To be able to, that way you still continue, and they can name that school after you. So you are dead, but you are still alive, because now the whole community knows you. Isn't that great? So we can do something like this for the next generation. It's my passion. It's what I'm passionate about, helping our children and giving them a stepping stone, because when you help your kid, they can come back and help you tomorrow. So thank you very much. I'm Angeline Bollietv. I'm a retired nurse. I'm a wealth strategist. I'm a broker. I love helping people. Bollie is going to put my information. My number is 602-708-2790. AntonsEnterprises.com is my website. Yes, let's do this again, Mr. Bollie.
I want you to repeat. You just saying IUL. Can you just break, because it's an abbreviation?
I know. I'm sorry.
Take it slow and break it down so they can know. Because the can't go to and say, oh, I want insurance for IUU. Because different anything else.
Okay. So yes.
IUL, what does it mean? What it stands for?
Yes. So IUL is Indexed Universal Life Insurance. And anybody can get it as long as they have a social security number. So it's not like you have to be a certain age. You just have to have a social security number, and you can get an IUL, and you can have these policies on your children. It's not to kill them. It's to give them a future. It's to give them a future. Help them so that they can be able to go to school without taking student loans. They can be able to start a business without going to the bank where they have to pull their credit, where they have to qualify, all of that. They can, because IUL can be a family bank strategy. That's another book about IUL, family bank strategy. So you can open one for you and your family, and y'all can go there and take money out when you need it for anything. So Index Universal Life Insurance. If you need more information, please contact me. I'm available to help my community. If you need more clarification, contact me. I'm available to help my community. I'm passionate about what I do. You need more explanation, please contact me. I can spend one-on-one time with you. And if you feel like, oh, maybe it's too expensive, don't do that. Give me a call. Let's sit down and let's come up with a plan.
Thank you so much, Ms. Page. Thank you too. I will say again, thank you for accepting to come on this podcast today with Bollietv. I really do appreciate it, my people. If something happened to you today, will your family struggle or will they be secure? This is a question that everyone ought to ask ourselves. When you decide to get a life insurance or you have one now, do you know what happens if the life insurance you have come with living benefit or no living benefit? And you also want to know the power of life insurance with living benefit. Getting life insurance means that you can't die. You put it on your man, your pa, your say, your entire family. That the one she's talking about. I hope you enjoyed this podcast today. This has been the Bollietv production, and thank you for watching.
Every hustle, every prayer, every sacrifice, not for the people we love all our lives. When the rain comes, will they stand strong? Build your future now, before you're gone. Leave love, leave a legacy, not just money in the bank. Give your family peace of mind, that's a treasure money can't buy. Plan today, smile tomorrow. Turn your dreams into a brighter tomorrow. Wealth grows when wisdom leads the way. Life insurance keeps your love alive every day. Oh, don't wait too long. Protect the ones you love, be forever strong.